FIA Formula 2 moves away from Saudi Arabia and heads down under, a racetrack that always provides entertainment and excitement. Welcome to Albert Park in Melbourne, a great place for a race and a party in the park. It's time for the sprint race to get underway. 45 minutes of action for a sprint race at 23 laps of duration. We can't wait to get started. Welcome to all the action. It's time to kick off. In the commentary box, myself, Joshua Burge and Omi will take you through it, with Alan Embridge and Josh T watching in the sidelines, giving any information they can throughout the race whenever they want to pop up. Here it comes. Sit back, relax and enjoy. Welcome to the FIA Formula 2 Championship here at Albert Park in Melbourne. We can't wait to get started and see what this brand new race day has to offer. So far this weekend, Formula 2 has been extra dramatic and we can't wait. 23 laps ahead of us for today's sprint race to launch us down around this fantastic circuit. It's a 5.278 kilometre circuit. We have 4 DRS zones, which in the race this morning for Formula 3 was absolutely epic. 14 turns in total as well. 6 to the left and 9 to the right. And Omi, as we look down, the fans have packed in, all ready to go, and we can't wait. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. And what are your plans for the next 45 minutes of action? Because I think we're going to lose our voice.
I think we are indeed. It's Formula 2. Jeddah was absolutely extraordinary. And Australia, as Formula 3 proved, 4 DRS zones. We are going to be in for plenty of action. We've got a very interesting grid with Roman Stanek at the front of the field, F3 champion from last season alongside him. And then you have the 2 Campuses who performed well in Bahrain, and then a bit more of a lull in Saudi Arabia. Let's see how they're going to be able to get on, but this is going to be a really, really exciting race. The fans lining up in the grandstands, getting ready to support a lot of these drivers as well. Great to see so many fans now looking at this race, and I'm sure they're going to be treated to some fantastic action from start to finish.
The timing tower will get up when they all go through the sectors, and it'll figure itself out eventually. It's just having a bit of a paddy right now because we keep the numbers on so we actually know what's going on. But we'll go through the grid shortly as well, and fingers crossed we're going to be in for an exciting race. Josh T is for some reason changing his cameras around. I can just see because we've kept the cameras on for this one. Can you still see the TV pictures? That's the main thing, Omi.
Yes, absolutely I can. And I can see some extra people reacting at the bottom, which is also good.
You can also see me as well, which you don't often get to see that much. Hello. So, bright sunny conditions as well compared to what we had earlier on. This is your starting grid then for this race. From back to front, Jack Crawford has been sent to the back for failing to have enough tyres, and he's alongside Victor Martins. Juan Manuel Correa starts in 20th. Emil Cordial starts 19th in the race. Enzo Fittipaldi is 18th. His teammate Rafael Villagomez alongside him at VAR. 16th on the grid, Ollie Behrman goes back into this championship. He's got a long way to do and try and score points today. Taylor Barnard alongside him in 15th. Joshua Durskin starts 14th alongside Franco Colapinto in 13th. Tomo Mayata starts in 12th. And up into 11th, that goes with Zach O'Sullivan. Top 10 sees Dennis Hauger alongside Andrea Kimi Antonelli starting 9th. Richard Verschoor is 8th with Kushmaini in 7th. 6th for Zayn Maloney with Paul Owen in 5th. And Jose Marti is P4 on the grid with Isaac Hadjar starting 3rd. As well, looking forward to what's going to be a very close race battling for them. But overall, front row of the grid, Gabriel Bortoleto and Roman Stanak lines up on pole for today's sprint race as well. It should be a very energetic run. They're on the formation lap, Obi, as they come down as well. Hydrating, getting going, and there is Stanak from Bortoleto, and we'll hear from the top three shortly, but just quickly, how many safety cars and red flags?
I think we are going to get a red flag in this one, and I think we're also going to get a few safety cars. I think it's going to be wide open, absolute chaos. Cannot wait for this one to get underway. They're on the formation lap. Let's hear from our top three.
Third on the grid, I think we can definitely, I think with the car we have, I think a win is possible. Aiming for the podium, of course.
Try to make the best start as possible. And keep P2, P1, whatever it happens in the start, and we see what we can do in the race.
Safety cars, maybe also a red flag, can impact the whole grid, but I will just try to keep my elbows clean and do a good job.
Gabriel Bortoleto is speaking Omi's language today with that one. He's definitely thinking the same thing as us. Crucial thing is though, Omi, he starts on pole position, so he's not going to be involved, hopefully, in any accidents on these opening laps. Oh, Fittipaldi radio.
At the end of the formation lap, you go back into the pit lane and we start from the pit lane. What a disaster.
Yeah.
This is
So
unbelievable for me as well.
Yeah, so with Fittipaldi, for some reason he was also in the pit lane, so he wasn't even on the grid in the first place. So it seems like they had to have him in the pit lane, and he's going to be going back there. Once again then, Stefano Domenicali watching on as well right now as we get all set and ready to run the third round of this season. And it is the fifth race of the season here in the sprint race to see who is going to take victory. It's going to be wide open, as we mentioned. Safety cars, red flags, definitely all a possibility. 4 DRS zones. Action is basically guaranteed in this one.
Yep, Stanak, Bortoleto, Hadjar, Martia, Ron, Maloney, Maney, Vachor, Antonelli, Hauger, O'Sullivan, Maeta, Colapinto, Durskin, Barnard, Behrman, Villagomez, Fittipaldi, Cordeal, Correa, Martins and Crawford. Just to go through the grid one more time. Track temperature is at 27.7 degrees, air temperature 18.8. Wind speed 1.6 meters per second. The track is dry, 55% humidity as well. Fittipaldi has come into the pit lane, so he will be starting from the pits. Medical car at the back. So 21 on the grid, 1 in the pit lane, and 23 laps ahead of us. A total of 45 minutes, plus 1 lap if we need it. We're ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and Formula 2 down under is underway. Lights out. It's a good start down to turn 1. Bortoleto to get good contact immediately and into the pit lane wall. Bortoleto is out of the race. There's more debris into turn 1. I don't believe it's happened immediately. Fittipaldi gets through. Behrman and Antonelli sliding around. Behrman gets forced off, and now we're seeing Stanak under pressure. Hadjar hits Bortoleto. Into the lead goes Roman Stanak, and now we're seeing Martia, Ron and Maloney getting involved, but surely a safety car.
Surely a safety car indeed, as one of the Williams Academy drivers skating all over the road. In the back and off the road goes Zane Maloney. Paul Aron gets ahead as well. That was a chaotic start to that race.
Marty.
Making contact was Marty there, who made contact with Gabriele Bortoleto off the line as Antonelli's diving to the inside of Richard Vachor, and he fights his way through.
Safety car's out, so they've immediately suspended the race as the 3 wide further back on the straight, the 2 as well. So that's Antonelli getting involved as well with O'Sullivan and Hauger and Colapinto, and they'll safety car it, slow down. Wrong part of the track to slow them down though, the fastest speed sector. What happened there? Jose Maria Marti can't believe Bortoleto, but it's not. I don't think it was his fault. Marti came across the track out of absolutely nowhere. I just sort of expected him to disappear. I didn't expect that.
Yeah, we weren't expecting 2 cars to be going into the pit exit there, so that's not what Bortoleto and Marty wanted. They're both making their way to the pit lane. That's a very early end to their race, literally in the opening meters of the race. They didn't last very long indeed, and there you can see the damage for Marty. Pit lane entry, of course, is closed as that is, as the exit is blocked there. But a chaotic start to the Formula 2 sprint race, as we predicted.
Love to get a replay of this as there's more out. So Bortoleto and Jose Maria Marti are out of the race. race. Fittipaldi down into 20th position after that pit lane start. And this will take a little bit of time to clean up. They won't need to stop the race, thankfully, but they're going to have to get this sorted. Here's the start then, Obi. Talk us through it.
So, the lights went out, Stanek got away well, and then you see Marty from 4th get away so well. He gets pinched in because Hadjar is also there, and they both just find the barrier. As let's hear from Bortoletto.
Crash. The guy just shunted into me.
Let's look
And
at
this is a better... Yeah, this is a better angle to see it, because you see Marty come over, and Hadjar also just moves over to Marty and Bortoletto on that side of the road. There was a lock-up by Maloney. So, yeah, Hadjar really just comes over because Marty gets such a good launch from 4th. Hadjar looks to the lead, looks for the lead, but then there's just no room left.
Hadjar's in the lead, but he'll be getting a penalty. What an idiot. From 3rd on the grid, taking out 2 cars. Zane Maloney's up to 4th after he started 6th. And that was stupid from Hadjar. Absolutely stupid. Oh, and Fittipaldi was like, well, what happened there? Marty Radio?
Yeah.
Man, they hit a good start.
He was a victim of his own success, wasn't he?
Yeah, unfortunately. Marty can't believe it. He had a great start as well from 4th, got up to 2nd, and then Hadjar comes through and just doesn't go anywhere because Bortoletto had a poor start. He just wasn't get going, so they're struggling to move that car. They're going to need a tractor. Go on. Is that you, JT?
Yeah, and anyone watching along... Are we good now? Okay. Anyone watching along may have seen some of the marshals, if they've synced up, with their arms spread out wide with a little bit of a hook. That's marshal language for, we are going to need a JCB crane for this one.
Fabrice says Victor Martin's up to 13th and 21st. Great start from him, yeah. Brilliant. He's got a right lightning getaway. I hope they don't have to stop this one as well. Safety car's coming in.
Yep, so an safety car here due to the contact that we had. Hadjar was able to take the lead, but yeah, he'll be under investigation. You have Stanek in 2nd, Aram in 3rd, Maloney in 4th, Maney in 5th, Antonelli moving up a few positions as well. Haugo up 1, so all happening here in the Formula 2 sprint race.
What's happened to our timing screen? That's what I want to know. Really, actually, I actually don't know what's going on with our timing screen at the moment. It's not showing a sector 3 time for some reason. And it keeps changing itself, so, okay. Well, we knew there'd be one issue with timing 71, didn't we? Didn't expect it to be this, though. It just doesn't want to work with us today. Oh, well. Being a pain. Look, now it's moving again. So what's going on with it? Come on, work together. I'm going to have to adjust this. Take it, Omi.
Yeah, absolutely. What a chaotic start to the race that was, though. But Isaac Hadjar in the race lead, but he is going to possibly be facing an investigation against him. Stanek currently running in 2nd. Let's see if he can put some pressure on. We won't have DRS for 1 lap, of course, on that lap that we go racing. Then he'll get it afterwards. Aaron in 3rd. Maloney was looking pretty racy as well. Had a lock up into turn 1. He's in 4th. And then Kushmani currently running in P5. Antonelli, as I mentioned, great start by him. He was able to move up to P6. So a great start by Antonelli. And he'll be looking to improve even further and see how he's going to be able to get on, as he's shown some incredible pace so far this season as well. And I think we have a quick little interview with Martin Di Bussa.
If you prepare 10 scenarios, the one that you didn't prepare will happen. So that's something, a lot of it comes from improvising at the pit wall. And just reading how the race evolves, what are other people doing. So yes, of course, there is a standard things that you can plan for. Okay, what do we do if a safety car comes in this or this window? What is it in a safety car? What's if it's a VSC? So there's enough things that we have ready, but in the end, it all comes last minute. You have to make the decision to pit birds.
That was actually Martin.
I knew there was a problem. It's because it's because it's changed over when I changed it yesterday, and it's all gone a bit wobbly. So
it has indeed.
Yeah, I'll fix the problem.
Yep, but we've got some time behind the safety car, luckily. So we are able to do that. Fittipaldi massively helped with this. He's now going to be on the back. But yeah, it would have been like, but he would have been like, thinking, what in the world happened there? He had two cars appearing in front of him before he was able to go and get going there. Victor Martins, as we mentioned, quite a lot of position to 13, so that is great stuff by Victor Martins. He's also with Behrman, who's currently in 14th, so those two looking good, and we'll be hoping that round 3, the two championship favourites, I think we called them at the beginning. I think everyone called them at the beginning of the season. Now, let's see if they can try and mount a late championship challenge after not having a good first 2 rounds. But Behrman, it was a good first round, but of course, it was a good qualifying, I should say, in the second round. But of course, for Behrman, it just he was promoted to F1, so he wasn't able to score points.
So where did Victor Martins come from? 21st up the order. So Behrman struggles. Antonelli gets a great getaway. And Martin is just going to slip through everybody then. Must have done it on the back straight away. This is Maloney's viewpoint. I want to see Martins though, and that great stat. Oops.
Yeah, we want to see Victor Martins and see how he got away. But Maloney found himself with some good room on the inside, wasn't able to keep the position locking up. So luckily not running too wide. So Behrman got away very, very well indeed. Great start by him. Antonelli actually didn't get away too well initially, but then he would make up some positions later on in the lap. This was Behrman to turn 1. He's close with the PHM.
Oh, he got the grass.
He also had a car on the inside of him.
Yeah, he got the grass as well. There's Fittipaldi leaving the pit lane with 2 cars in. He had to... Did he go over the white line? How did he do? Because how do you navigate the debris? Yeah, I think race stewards will let him get away with that, otherwise they're going to puncture. So can't go straight through the pit lane.
There's nothing he could have done there, really.
Nothing at all.
Right, Bortoletto, Hadja, and Marty, of course, is under investigation, and a 3-wide pinch down to all the way towards the pit wall taking place there. But great to see the fans all right now in the grandstand watching this, and the atmosphere has been absolutely fantastic all weekend long, hasn't it?
It really has, and everyone's really getting into the spirit of things, and I'm glad we fixed the timing tower, and we now know what was wrong with it. It was because, for some reason, the best sectors 1, 2, and 3 had been removed, so it was losing data on the track for some reason. So I don't know how that happened, but there we go, fixed it now. So safety car is deployed. 35 minutes left. We're on lap 4:23. We've spent 10 minutes under the safety car in this event. They need to hurry up and get that cleared. Arguably, it's not really the best thing for safety car, because
a long
it's the
one.
pit lane. Yeah, it's the pit lane that's been damaged, not anything else. But yes, it would have been the trucks onto the circuit, you see. So
yeah.
Arguably, a 10-minute red flag would have also solved this and given us a good race, but we've got qualifying right after this, and they don't want to miss that.
Sports would definitely not be too happy with that one. If that was the case, they would absolutely hate that. But luckily for them, we don't have that taking place, unless that does happen later on in the race, which absolutely is a possibility with how this race is probably going to go as well. Hadjar will be leading us away. Stanek will be in P2. Let's see if any other drivers are able to make their way through the field. Let's see if Martins and Behrman can try and recover. Behrman not happy with these stoppages and the red flags that there were yesterday in qualifying. There was a lot of red flags, and it meant that he wasn't able to get inside the top 10. So he is this weekend on basically on another recovery drive, and he doesn't need that. It's round 3, and he's still got 0 points to his name.
I didn't like the fact that we had all those delays in the qualifying session yesterday. It was going on and on and on for literally no reason. So delighted they've finally got it sorted slightly. Let's run through the order then, because it has changed. Hadjar... Oh, hello. I've lost TV pictures here.
Oh, well, I
yeah.
guess you can watch Josh's for a second.
They're back.
Oh, there we go.
Methinks somebody has gone into my room and turned off the television, not knowing that's the power supply, because it's on a HDMI splitter. So that's a worry. Anyway, TV pictures back. Let's go through the order as things stand. It is Isaac Hadjar from Roman Stanek, Paul Aron, Zane Maloney, Kush Maney, the top 5, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, in 6th. From Richard Verschoor, Zach O'Sullivan, the last points paid position. Dennis Hager's 9th, Franco Colapinto in 10th. Ratomo Miata 11th, Joshua Durskin is 12th. Pit lane's clear, so we might be safety car in this lap. That could have been easily done. Why is that not in this lap? And Cordeo's going to dive into the pit lanes and change the order anyway. That could have been safety car in this lap. They're being a bit thingy here.
Yeah, they are indeed. Maloney Aaron, full stop at turn 4 is under investigation as well. So we'll see what the steerers decide on that one. But Cordeal diving it into the pit lane. And it seems like he's going to try push in this one as the safety car is going to be in. But yeah, it could have been done one lap earlier.
Get it going, get it going. Don't stall it. There we go.
There we go.
I mean, isn't Cordeal a race winner now? So shouldn't he know how to do this?
Not a race winner.
No, he nearly had it, didn't he? Right, here's the start again. Right, there was Martins. He literally went to the outside and drove past everybody. Great start from him.
Well, of course, we saw Sullivan there making some moves.
Yeah.
I think Martins was able to. So Sullivan is the blue car that really appears out of our picture.
Yeah, I was looking back to Martins, who's on the outside as well, just behind, I think, O'Sullivan, wasn't he? Great start from O'Sullivan, I must say, as well, actually, on that one.
Yeah.
They're not happy.
Indeed.
That's Invictus. That's Campos, so that'll be Marty. And here's Invictus.
Lucky to still have Isaac Hadjar as well in this contest in the race lead, but still with an investigation lying over him, so that could completely change this race. And Marty disappointed, knowing that there was a chance of a podium, even possibly a victory if there was plenty of chaos. But the safety car's ending. We are about to go Formula 2 racing once again. We'll go on to lap number 7. Let's see when Hadjar decides to go.
Behrman and Barnard incident's been noted, but now we've got 2x2 on the restart. And how much is Hadjar going to take it? Hadjar is under investigation, remember, so he might have a penalty for causing that contact. He's our race leader, so Roman Stanek wants to clear him. Paul Aron is in a great opportunity here as Hadjar puts foot to the floor. No overtaking to the start line, but we will go racing again here in Australia on lap 6 of 23 for the sprint race out of the last corner. Green flags are out here in Melbourne. Hadjar 7/10s already, weaving down the straight to Stanek. Paul Aron's right there too as they come across. Watch out for Antonelli. And further back, I think that's Correa and Crawford having a battle. There goes on the inside. Martin's passing Durskin into turn 1 and gets through on the inside line. Big lock up further back. And that's from Crawford, nearly passing Miller Gomez. And now here comes Ollie Behrman round the outside. Durskin blocks him. Behrman's going to go inside line. Durskin blocks him there as well. Behrman forced to the outside at 3, not going to work, and there's 2 teammates side by side as well, Crawford and Correa.
The two dams were doing battle. Behrman still not successful in his bid to try and get past Dirksen. Martin's able to manage to get through though. He went to the inside of turn number 1, and to Maloney is dropping down the order.
Oh no, what is he? Oh, he's just slow. Zane Maloney's just slow. He's gone through the gravel. Look, he's got tyre marks on him. I think he's gone through the gravel. So Zane Maloney's gone for a runoff at the exit of turn 7. What if he got a snap mid-corner and went through a trip in the kiddie litter? As we come through, he's shaking the car around a little bit. Let's take a look at the rear tyres. I just saw some white dust at the side of his tyres and assume that's it. DS will be enabled the next lap, but up the inside as well. They're going everywhere for manoeuvres, aren't they? As that is... I'm trying to see who that is. That's an MP getting in the way. So is that...
Yeah, that's Hauger.
Yeah, Hauger. So Sullivan ahead.
Yep, he has his teammate there. This was Zane Maloney then, making his way through. Let's see. Oh, he's going to lose the car, and he's going to go into the gravel. Lucky to not have a spin or hit the barrier, though.
Yeah, I noticed because you can always tell because the tyres just at the edges where they don't meet the contact patch completely with the track, you get that sort of dust mark on the circuit. DRS enabled. Investigated after the race for the lap 1 between Bortoletto, Hadjar and Correa. No.
Well, that's very useless. If Hadjar's going to get a penalty, then why are we not able to confirm F2 winners in an F2 race? Why do we always have to wait, it changes around so much, doesn't it? Especially for race victory. It always changes around after the races. We're getting too much of that, aren't we?
We are, for sure. Last time out getting disqualified, and I think Hadjar taking the win there as well, isn't it? Or is it Hauger? And Hauker's on the inside now, getting ahead of O'Sullivan through turn 8. And has he got the move done? Can't see
Seems
him
like
in
he
there.
has.
Yeah,
He's not got a car alongside now. So yep, Hauger able to fight his way through the DRS. And here comes the other MP.
Yeah, so this is going to be an attack now from Colapinto. Can he get through? Sullivan's going to drop back now. Same Williams sponsorship, but different teams round the outside. Take a little bit of a breath, boys. Don't make too much contact. But yeah, Colapinto desperately trying to get through now for 8th position. Sullivan's starting to drop back, and someone was sliding around on the tyres. I heard it in the back of my earphones.
Seemed like someone was as well as all make their way to Maloney, trying to now make the move.
Sorry, there was a little bit of lag there, Romy, as they come across the line. And side by side as Maeta to the inside gets ahead of Maloney. Maloney's going to get in the DRS train, try and come back at him as well. On the run out turn 3, pulls to the outside. And Maeta's got that inside line to turn 3 covered. Maloney's going to break late. That's a risky manoeuvre. He'll get the cut back. I don't think he's got it, Omi. He's shut the door nicely there, Maeta.
Miata doing very well to defend, but Aaron is going to be all over the back of Roman Stanek now. So that's going to be an interesting battle to keep on Stanek versus.
Yeah, there's an awful lot of lag at the moment in the system, so apologies for that. As we see Hadjar continuing on now, 2.5 seconds ahead to Roman Stanek and Paul Aron holding back up. So F2 started dramatic, but hasn't really given us the crescendo we were expecting until then, because now we've got Stanek under attack from Paul Aron. That's it. That's more like it. Here's the action we wanted to see. No further action for O'Sullivan and Maney at turn 3 for forcing another driver off the track. Well, that was due with Behrman as well, so I think I got that one wrong.
Yeah, absolutely as well, but with where the action is as well, mainly currently P4, but sorts of pressure, but will surely be attacking very, very shortly.
Stanek under attack as well. Aron is right there with him. Stanek's trying to break that DRS trail on the run down towards the 3rd corner. And it's not going to work. Pulls the inside. Stanek's going to hold it on the inside line. Aron will continue to put the pressure on. Now we've got Maney and Antonelli bringing in Richard for sure as well. So it's not over yet. They're still going to try and have the attack and have the fight.
Yeah, indeed. And this was Behrman to the inside. Oh, that's going to be close with Dirksen. And Dirksen's going to get pushed up into the gravel.
Yeah, Behrman pushed me off. I mean, that's what he said. So, yeah, completely spot on with that one.
Yeah, absolutely as well. Here we go, though. Battle for 2nd place going on once more. As here comes Aaron trying to get past Stanek.
He's trying to go around the outside. Stanek's gone defensive, and we're on board now with Maney. Look at the toe he's got. He's got such a great exit. DRS open for him as well. And Maney's going to take 3rd place here. Can he have a run at Stanek for 2nd? Wow! So I don't think Aron knows where he is. And he's having to attack. And where did Antonelli come from? Antonelli up the inside. Oh, my goodness me. Antonelli was briefly in 3rd position, and Antonelli spins. Contact.
Oh!
Off goes. So there's cars everywhere. And Antonelli's in the wall. Cars are everywhere. Paul Aron's off as well. And I believe off goes one of the MPs as well. That's going to be Stanek round. Unbelievable. Villa Gomez. Antonelli for sure. Contact everywhere. And the safety car out to command. Antonelli in the wall.
Here comes Maloney trying to get past Miata, who tries to squeeze him as we make our way towards Town 1. They're both next to Cordial as well as Maloney locks up. Is he going to make the corner? Just about, but big contact for sure. Antonelli definitely involved in that one as well, and that was absolute chaotic as they're still battling.
Martin's up the inside. Maloney's down to 8th position. The 2 Rodin Carlin's still there. Martin's around the middle. And Behrman trying to get involved as well around the outside. Suddenly the race has come alive. Behrman sweeps around the outside. Gets ahead of Maloney. Where's the safety car? We've got 2 cars in the gravel. There it is now. Safety car's out. Villa Gomez, Antonelli and Vachor are out of the race. Stanek now in 2nd, but he's 7 seconds back to Hadjar. How did that happen? Where did he get 7 seconds from? Timing screens are a mess.
Stanek lost a lot of time. Yeah, Stanek, I think, Stanek dropped down to 4th, but then like gained back all those positions because of everyone spinning ahead of him. So that's why. But Antonelli, he was on a charge, but that's such a disappointment as he is going to retire here along with Richard Rashaw. Aaron dropped down the order with that moment, and there was the spinning Richard Rashaw, who wasn't in the battle, but was caught up in that one.
Might have to red flag this one because the track's blocked with gravel everywhere, so this time it might have to be a stoppage. So let's take a look at this. Now, we're going to see contact from Paulo. No, I don't know what happened there. It looked like there was oil
Antonelli
drops.
just lost it. Antonelli, I think, lost it himself there, as well as he made his way through.
So how
and
did
then
the
there was a
shore
spin
spin?
for Rashaw. Aaron ran off the road.
So did they just spin together? And then, then we just had Paulo Rondas flying off the track. Yeah, they just spun. They spun separately.
Paul Aaron, yeah, it's a hard one to judge.
I lost the car.
Okay, mate, that's it.
Sorry.
Right, so Antonelli.
Slightly diverted.
Right, Rashaw hit Antonelli and it spun them round. Right, okay. And this was Zane Maloney down the straight. 3 wide. Oh, Mayata moving on the straight. That's not hunky-dory. And he locks up and runs it deep and just about makes it. Great move, actually, from Maloney.
Yeah, I think he was also trying to leave some room for Aaron, who was on the outside line there. But yeah, possibly a little touch as well. But he did. But I think that car was going to go around even without that little touch for Antonelli. But wow, well, it was looking calm, and then it's chaos again. And we're going to have another safety car period here now on lap number 12, and I wouldn't be surprised if it is a red flag in this race, as we have cars absolutely all over the road and a lot of gravel on the circuit and a lot of debris, but they'll try to recover it, but we are going to be losing a lot more laps in this one now.
So, lap 12 of 23, 21 minutes to go. Looks like we're going to go to a timed race, which means I've got to switch everything around again, which only means I've got to press a button, so it's a lot easier nowadays than it was before.
Yep, absolutely. Martin's continuing to make his way up through the order. He currently finds himself in 8th there as well, so good stuff by him. Maney onto the podium. Hauger has a chance to get a double podium this weekend. He starts on pole tomorrow, so he could win tomorrow and maybe a third, maybe even victory. Who knows? If Hauger's got the pace, he could try attack the drivers ahead.
Lap 12 of 23. And no sign of a red flag, but I don't think there's marshals actually down there. I think they're going to wait until they're coming into the last corner to throw the red flag if they want to stop this race.
They had a JCB tractor coming from the side of the track going to recover one of the cars.
Excellent. Which one? Behrman's. Sorry, Antonelli's car. Rashaw's is still there and it's coming in the other one. Okay. So they can cover this under safety car. That's a good thing then. They really are reluctant to stop this race, aren't they?
Yep, they don't want to. I bet Sky would be paying them a lot of money to don't stop this race. They want to do their F1 stuff.
Yeah.
Even though I'll be so annoyed if Verstappen ends up getting pole today in F1 later on.
I think we all would actually.
Yeah, especially after this weekend is a extra hype about Ferrari as well. They've been doing well all weekend, and this time it actually could be on pace. So yeah, it's definitely going to be really, really exciting. But right now in Formula 2, much more like it for Miata in P7. Taking a look at another replay, the short throws onto the inside, and there Antonelli already starts spinning, gets a little bit more of a tag, and then having to take avoiding action is Aaron, who then has to go into the gravel. Debris flying all over the road as well. Colapinto also almost spun the car, but he was just about able to keep it going in the background. He was the car behind Hauger there. But yeah, it all happened very, very quickly. And then we had, of course, Maloney, Miata, and also Aaron all absolutely squabbling down towards turn 1 where they went 3 wide. That was incredible.
Zero contact between Rashaw and Antonelli there. Zero. So it was Antonelli spinning of his own accord. Oh, and Aron's got some Kramer and he's got Rashaw's winglet in there too. So That's been picked up nicely on the inside. 18 minutes
Has
to go.
indeed, lap number... Yeah, lap number 13, so it'll probably be going to a timed race. Will this one, due to the amount of chaos and time behind the safety car that we have had due to major moments in this one. But let's see if Stanek can try apply a bit more pressure on Hadjar, who we won't know if he is the winner or not till after the race, as stewards don't know how to make a decision there and then, as per usual. So I guess it's annoying, but we'll update you on that, of course, tomorrow as well, and then keep an eye on F2 socials as usual as Rashawn's car gets pushed off there with the tractor taken off. So Zane Maloney, Dennis Haugen, Paul Aaron are the only drivers to score points in all races in 2024 in this season. As you can see, if you are synced up with us, the graphic right at the bottom telling us that information. And Dennis Haugen definitely performing well, Maloney performing really well, and Paul Aaron, especially him as a rookie coming in, he has done absolutely incredible, has Paul Aaron. So I hope that he continues it, but he's got a few places to gain if he wants to continue that stat and return back in the points.
So we're under the safety car, waiting for all the action to start again.
And that graphic is absolutely bugged, because apparently Aaron's getting 11 points, Stanek's getting 0. But yes, typical graphics being bugged. Aaron Maloney turned 4, forcing another driver of the track. No further action for that one, so we had that coming earlier on, so there's no further action where we saw Maloney and Aaron forcing each other off on the opening lap of turn 4.
I expect, guys, that we should be going green either this lap or next lap.
Yeah, we should be going green this lap or next lap, depending on where they are, and they usually like to waste an extra lap, so wouldn't be surprised if it's next lap, because it's typical FIA. This is a replay. Now, Zane Maloney, so this was the moment. You have Aaron on the outside, you've got Maloney here on the inside, having a little bit of a tank slapper there, just about keeping it. Then there's a bit of contact that forces Maloney off the road, and that's just opening lap stuff. Nothing between the two of them there as well, and they were both skating all over the road. There were points where they were both forcing each other off, so Aaron, not really much that he could have done, but safety car's ending, Josh.
Berman does get an incident involving, it's going to be noted for forcing the driver off the track. So 15 minutes to go, and we're getting ready for a restart procedure. Let's see how well this goes this time around, shall we? Green flag. Hadjar will restart them again, and Stanek needs to get on the attack here. He can't be left waiting. He must push and attack hard. Here's Hauger.
Well, this man could be coming at him.
Yeah. Hauger's going to be here on those mediums, isn't he? He's waiting to go, and I think Hadjar's going to boot at the exit. Yeah, exit at turn 11, same place as yesterday. I should have really realised that if I was driving.
Miata's got away really poorly there. There's a bit of a gap.
Yeah, he's got a cut lag again. That's going to really annoy Victor Martins. Sullivan's going to have to back up a little bit more, as he's going to have to call a Pinto. Racing again then here in Australia. And look, Hadjar's already put out a second to Stanek. A full second. It was 7 seconds earlier on in the race. What is going on? How's Hadjar doing this? Takes 2 cars out, now he's getting a fantastic lead. What's his car running? Oh, off the track!
Oh, contact!
Yeah, and that's unfortunately straight on for Paul Aaron, who's got a winglet in front of his own car, so, and half a massive front wing, so his slipstreaming in Aero is going to be absolutely unbelievable. Meantime, Durskin, Correa, and then Crawford trying to go around the outside, and he's going to do it on the outside of his teammate. There's contact between him and Correa, and Crawford goes through. Fabulous move, and now we're going to see one more Correa try and fight back down the back straightaway.
Close between the two dams for contact there. Behrman, Barnard, no further investigation. Turn number 1 for forcing another driver off the road. Maney is going to be putting a Stanek under all sorts of pressure. And now, let's see. We ride on board with Maney now. You can see that battle on your screen if you are synced up with us. And Maney, let's see if he can now try and attack Stanek and possibly chase down Hadjar if he does have the pace. Lap 15 out of 23. We expect this to be going to a time race. And let's see if we're going to get any more chaos. How is Maney going to be able to make this move is the question. Will it be a late lunge, or is he going to be waiting for that DRS and trying to find a way through then, but it seems like they've all kept it a little bit more calmer this time around, but it was Aaron who was all over the road, but the two dams were super close to contact of Crawford and Correa.
Audio?
No, drove into the side of me. Copy that.
Crawford reporting that on the radio, Alex.
Yep, so already they're having a battle between them as they come down. Lap 16 of 23. Hadjar, Stanak, Maney, Hauger, as well as then Collar pinned up into 5th position. I think as well, he's only put out 1.7 seconds.
Yep, absolutely. So Hadjar pulling away. Maloney needs to try and recover in this race after a moment that he had earlier on. So into the pit lane comes Amory Cordial then. It is Paul Aaron, I should say, into the pit lane. So that is really unfortunate for him. So, yep, he will not be scoring points today. So that stat is going to be going for him. Maloney, well, he needs to gain 2 more positions if he wants to also continue that stat. Hauger, though, is on his way to continue that because he currently runs in 4th. Maney, let's see if we can attack Stanek with DRS now.
Yeah, he's got 0.2 of a second inside it, and we're watching the wrong battle because there's Behrman with Maloney. We need to be looking at the front of the field here as, yeah, well, Behrman's going to be under a little bit of attack now as well. For Maloney, he's got Dirksen just ahead too. As there's, 0.3 of a second now the gap. Stanak 2nd, Maney's down to 3rd, so there's still a little bit of time to be found. But he's running out of time. How is Hadjar putting these gaps? He's just at the fastest 3rd sector of anybody, a 39.3. Fastest lap of the race as well, Omi, a 1:31.573. Unbelievable stuff.
Unbelievable stuff indeed. Maney though gaining on the back of Stanek. Can he look for a move into turn 1? No. But Hadjar at this rate, he might even pull a 5-second gap, and the stewards will give him a 5-second penalty, and it won't matter as Maloney has a look to the inside of Behrman. Can't find a way through though.
That might explain why he's pushing actually. If they're thinking it's a 5-second penalty, they're pushing like crazy for him. But Maloney's coming on the inside line. He's going to go for it down turn 3. Thought he might have a move to get past Behrman. Hasn't done it. Meantime, Dirksen with Crawford and Correa battling out as well. And Hadjar, as we said a second ago, fastest up in the race. That's come up very late from the World Feed graphics. And here's Maney again for Invictus Racing. He's 3rd at the moment. 4/10 back to Stanak as they're wheeling him in. DRS active, and Stanak's going to go weaving. Maney's going with him. He's going to try around the outside. That'll be an incredible move if he can keep it. Ideally, he'd want to stay behind through turn 10. Use the DRS to 11, but Stanak lifted. It caused a bit of a problem, and that's going to upset Maney down to turn 13. And Hauger's going to go around the outside too. That's going to be careful there into the braking zone. He'll come back, and Dirksen's off the track. Yellow flag's out sector 3. I think he's in the barriers, and he is. This will bring out a safety car for sure. He stalled the car, and Dirksen is out of the race.
So Dirksen is out of the race. That is huge disappointment for Dirksen there.
Oh, he's got it going. He's got it going.
Oh, he's got it going. Never mind. He's got it going. Never mind.
How did he do that? How on earth did you spin these cars? They stall. Oh, well, Joshua Dirksen's just gone up massively in my estimation as a driver to keep that clutching. Fantastic stuff. And we stay green for the end of this race. That's brilliant because we just might do it. There's 10 minutes to go, plus 1 lap of the race. Here's Colin Pinto's radio.
I'm faster. Mate, you're faster, you're fast.
Yes! Yes! No team orders at MP. You're faster, you pass him. There's going to be no team orders today.
No team orders indeed. Stanek still holding position. That little half move for Maney though at turn number 9. He either needs to commit to it or he needs to stay behind. Because that little half move puts him on the wrong racing line, allows Hauger the opportunity to come charging as well. But Colapinto could be the car, charging the Williams Academy driver, trying to get past his teammate. We make our way towards turn 9. Let's see if he can try and make the move down towards turn 11.
He's got such a great run coming out of turn 10. DRS open for the pair of them though. What that slipstream's going to be like. It's like a magnet pulling you forward as well, and they just can't do anything. And Stanak is holding them all up now. 2.971 the gap between Stanak and the race leader of Isaac Hadjar, who's under investigation, remember, post-race for that opening lap contact. Well, practically 30 feet forward. He ran into the side of Marty, and then Marty hit Bortoletto, and they both banged into towards the pit wall. 5 to go, 8:30. We will get the full race distance here, despite 2 safety cars. And Maney's really now starting to get annoyed at Stanek. He's been steering in the back of that Trident for about 19 more laps. He wants to get ahead as Hajar's becoming a bit of... yeah, well, this could be the race win, of course. Oh, my...
That's a late lunge by Miata. Trying to get past there. That was late on the brakes, but he couldn't do anything with it as he tried to get past O'Sullivan, who maintains his position in P6. That's a battle for P6. Martins, Behrman, Maloney are also in that train right now. Fittipaldi trying to attack Taylor Barnard right now, lap number 19. This was Joshua Dirksen, so this is how he had the spin, and there was contact. You can see right at the bottom of your picture there, him spinning, and he was able to keep it going. That was the impressive thing.
Was that with Crawford? Because he was in the battle with Crawford and Correa, so I think that's what's happened to him. He's dropped down to 17th now, but I think he's had contact with Crawford.
Yeah, contact with one of the dams.
Hauger!
Maney's still not able to get through.
And Hauger's caught up now as well. He's left Colapinto back, and Hauger's having a little sneaky look at turn 11. Oh, and at the inside.
Victor Martins.
Passing his teammate O'Sullivan, catching him by surprise at turn 11 on the inside. And O'Sullivan's going to be drifting back to sleep after that one. And look at Behrman, he's coming involved now too. And this is over the last point scoring position, remember. 8th place in the sprint race is your last option. And they're still attacking hard as 3.4 seconds Hadjar has the rest of the field, but he's under investigation. So it's a provisional race win.
Textbook stuff from Victor Martins down the inside, late on the brakes, catching his teammate out. That's exactly what Colapinto has got to try to do. But first of all, he needs to try and get close. Mainly not close enough to have a challenge. Miata has been able to pull a gap. Behrman's now going to be late on the brakes and dive to the inside.
That's going to be close. And respect given between him and O'Sullivan massively there. And now it's going to put Maloney in prime position. But remember, Maloney locked up. And if you're watching on with us in the TV pictures, you can see on the front left tyre, it's starting to degrade massively. He locked up there just before the second safety car. And Behrman's right on the back here, but Sullivan's going to go for that last point scoring position. Will he choose the outside line through 9 and 10? He's going to have to go no other way around it. That's going to be brave. Yeah, he's thought against it. But he's going to go for it anyway. No.
Oh, yeah, he was trying to get through, but watch Hauger. Watch Hauger on Maney.
Down towards turn 11. A little bit late. Couldn't go through. Stanek's really holding them up now.
Yeah, Hauger, I think, might have gone for a bit of a dummy move at turn 9, which cost him because he was 1/10 back, so he could have had an opportunity there. Behrman is side by side with O'Sullivan, not able to make the move though. He still sits behind, and he needs to either commit or sit behind because Maloney's going to try and make the move for the Paldi pass Barnard. And this is the biometric data for Dennis Hauger, who has his teammate attacking him. He has 2 cars ahead. He's trying to get onto the podium once more then. 3 laps to go here at Albert Park. Let's see if Dennis Hauger can try and fight his way through. Currently sitting in P4. Can he get ahead of Maney? And can he also try and attack Roman Stanek?
Thinks about a move. Hauger was literally just stepping in alongside him and moved further back as well as now we're seeing Maloney. Oh, he thought about it, but Behrman's going to hold it back massively.
Yeah, Behrman was on the attack, now going on the defence. So, turn number 12, Willow Gomez Colapinto overtaking under yellow flags has been noted. So we'll get further information on that later on. But Maney needs to be close to Stanek if he wants to make this move. He's not close enough to be able to get a good run. So he needs to get closer if he wants to have a go. Now the gap between Hadjar and Stanek, in case Hadjar gets a 5-second penalty, is 4.3. So he still needs to pull out a few more tenths.
So yeah, that could still give it a race win for Stanek, but would it be Maney as well? He's closing in dramatically. Down the back straight we go, and here comes a very late lunge from Colapinto to have a look. No. Never mind. Withdraw the complaint. Was that Crawford? Oh, we've gone back in the battle. Get your head in the game. My eyes are going with it.
Yep.
It's Crawford on the back of Maloney.
Yeah, Corridor's trying to attack Maloney
Here's
there
Hauger.
as well. Here's Hauger.
Waiting for this battle as they come on the attack in towards the braking zone for turn 1. Right, DRS active turn 3 as well, so full on power. And Stanek had a little slide there coming out of 2. Is Hauger going to go for it? Thinks about a move. He's going to go for it. That's very, very late. That's commitment and a half from Hauger. Can he get round the outside? No. Maney blocks him at every opportunity and got the gloves out.
Yeah, Hauger's going to have a big opportunity now to get through because Maney might lose DRS to Stanek. So this could give Hauger the opportunity to try find his way onto the podium. Maney's going to try defend, and Colapinto said he's faster. He's not been able to make the move. Let's see if these two, if they force each other off the road, could Colapinto try get through? Here comes Hauger.
Hauger's reeling him in. I think Stanek might be safe enough for now. Hauger's going to go to the outside line, round the outside of 10-11. Brilliant move on all tyres. That was commitment and a half. And now Maney's going to be under pressure as well. He'll still have the DRS, but Colapinto is going to be on the attack into 10-11. Thinks about it, can't go in. Maney tries to repass Hauger, hasn't worked. Podium gone.
Adja's got a 5-second gap as well. It will be investigated after the race to Behrman Dirksen, turn number 4, for forcing another driver off the track. So, that'll be investigated after the race, so you'll need to keep an eye on F2 socials for that one. Hauger, 1.2 seconds ahead to Stanek. Maney has been passed. Let's see if Colapinto can try get through. Hadjar is on his final tour right now. We are still, though, debating third position, maybe even second if Stanek makes a mistake on this last lap. Martins is chasing home Miata. Sullivan is trying to get past Behrman, and we have still so many battles. There's Maloney's in there, and so is Jack Crawford.
Started as a very explosive race, had a slow burn in the middle, but then it all came together after the safety car number 2. And it's been another exciting race on board with Maloney. He's trying to pass O'Sullivan. This is still over the last points paid position as a little lock up there from O'Sullivan. Maloney had the inside line, but he's going to try and fight through. Ideally, O'Sullivan is lost out here. So Behrman's 2 seconds on the road. So this is over. It's not even for the last point anymore. This is just for pride. Behrman has 8th place and should be okay.
Should be okay unless there's any mistake. There is the man who's about to become the winner here in Albert Park. Stanek is going to be under a bit of pressure, but Hauger has reeled him in. 5/10 is a gap, but today is going to belong to Isaac Hadjar. Provisionally, it could change though with the results as he was involved in the opening lap collision, but Hadjar for now is on his way to victory.
Yeah, the Frenchman's had a very interesting day. Oh, there goes Hauger. He's having a go at Stanek. He tried on the inside line coming into turn 11. Can he get it in? Crawford's past Maloney, so that has changed. Hauger's desperately fighting to what he thinks could be a race win, depending on later on. Meantime, on the road, Isaac Hadjar takes the checkered flag to provisionally win the sprint race, and it's a drag race to the line between Hauger and Stanek. Stanek is second, and literally 0.0 to the line. We get Hauger right behind him in third, Maney fourth, Colapinto 5th, Mayata finishes brilliantly in 6th position, Victor Martins from 21st finishes 7th, and inside the points, and Ollie Behrman gets his first F2 points of the 2024 season after a disastrous Bahrain, and he got 3 points in Saudi for pole before getting them taken away as Formula 1. It's Hadjar.
Very, very good race. Very good race. For the service. Very proud of you. Come on.
Oh, yes. Woo. We were quick. We were really quick, mate. Yeah, thank you, mate.
Cracking race, Omi. Cracking race.
He's gonna. Cracking race indeed. Isaac Hadjar taking his first victory. Last time it came in, no race scenarios basically. It was just behind the safety car and around 30 seconds of racing at Zandvoort when he won the sprint race there. And of course Paul Chair was on pole for that one anyway, but had issues. So Hadjar, I think we can call this his first proper victory. He's done it on circuit. He's absolutely deserved this one today though. Of course, he had the contact at the start. We'll have to see with that one. But Roman Stanek on the podium.
Well done, mate. Strong drive. Grazie, Roman. Bravo.
Bravo, guys. I was losing so much. I don't know how I kept it going. Bravo, guys.
Bravo, Roman. Finally. Finally some silverware.
Yeah, Stanek's going to be happy with that one. But yeah, great to finally see Stanek up there as well. And I think he did pretty well to hold on for how long he did as well. I think that was incredible by Stanek, and he was able to hold on to second. But of course, Maney, he held off Maney. Deruvla, he would have wanted one more lap to be able to get through. But Deruvla is, Hauger is going to be on the podium.
Mate, good job. Nice race. Well done.
Good job, boys. Congrats. Really good pace and really good car today, so we keep it going for tomorrow.
Got pole position tomorrow, so let's see what he can do. Third and a first, maybe? It's going to be a very exciting
I mentioned-
weekend.
I did mention he could get a double podium possibly, so
He did, yeah.
he got one today, maybe tomorrow. But with how much twists and turns in Formula 2 that there is, anything is possible, and I'm really hoping that Antonelli has a good race tomorrow after today. This is a replay with Jack Crawford then. He had Maloney ahead, but not for too long because he sent one to the inside at 11, got it slowed down, and that was great stuff by Jack Crawford, who was able to move his way past there, but Isaac Hadjar is on his way, and I don't think we'll see the podium as Sky will probably do their normal stuff. We might be able to see a bit of it, but I guess they'll just cut it off after the interviews or something, or in the cool-down room.
I think it says 10 past 4, doesn't it? That the show starts, which is in 4 minutes, so I've got a feeling they're going to take it away from us for whatever reason. They do get in trouble for it, but sometimes I don't think they care. Even though the fact that they're not on site, they are in a studio, they're going to take us away.
They've got 10 minutes.
Really? Oh, we might get the podium then. They might have finally been had a go at.
Well, remember remember the last time when they had 10 minutes? They decided to put like 5 minutes off AdWords.
Yeah. They really do grind
That was
my
ridiculous.
gears, don't they? Yeah. Oh, and Hadjar hits. Well, to be fair, he's hit everything else today. Hitting the number 1 bollard just kind of felt right. Great commentary, guys. Thank you, says Fabrice. Nice to have you. This is going to be a lot of fun. So, onto the podium we get. We'll hear from the top 3. Reminder, qualifying's up next. Myself and Megan in the commentary box. And then we're going to have Kieran McGinley and Isha is going to join us as well. I think Isha just joined the commentary team at one point in the box just to take a look at how everything works. And she was setting up Discord. Thought so, yeah.
Yeah, she was watching some of the F2, the last few laps of that.
Just getting an idea of how it all works and make sure her Discord all is ASAP correct. Great job all round.
Yep.
What a good race there. Wasn't as good as Formula 3 though, I don't think.
Well, I wouldn't say as good as Formula 3, even though I would say Formula 2 so far this season overall has been a bit better. But this race, I'd say, was a bit less than F3. But I think tomorrow will be even better if we, of course, it depends how the drivers are. It really does depend on positioning, really, with how they all are tomorrow. If we have, of course, the slow drivers out in front, it's going to be like absolutely entertaining. But I think Hadjar had the pace, so he was able to pull away, and it was just battling for second, and no one was able to make the move. Mainly not able to attack. Possibly if Derulo was in there, then he could have. Sorry, Hauger. I keep mixing those two up because I'm thinking of last season when Derulo had the orange car and Hauger had the Red Bull liveried. So Hauger, great stuff by him. I think he could have definitely attacked, could he? If he was able to make the move earlier, he could have definitely got past Stanek. He almost did right at the end.
So close to the end of it as well. They're still not going to ad break, so that's a good sign. We might get to see the podium. I hope we do, because it's down under. It's Australia. It's part of the coverage.
I'm going to predict that they're going to do it during the cooldown room.
I agree with you. Probably get Natalie Pinkham's voice interrupting. What do you make of it, Josh T?
It was a good race. There was more incidents, I think, in this race compared to the F3. Definitely more that required the safety car as well, and a bit of a silly accident. As hitting the number 1 bollard is not the only thing he's done today, as you said, Josh, but it seems like that in series, and I'm going to look at the commentary box camera for this behind the scenes, in every single series it looks like Red Bull gives you wings.
It's going to be one of those days, isn't it?
Just has been. Great weekend so far for Hauger, taking his maiden pole position in Formula 2. With how long he's been in it, it does come across as a surprising stat. But yep, that is his maiden pole position yesterday in Formula 2. Snatching it away from Antonelli. That would have been extraordinary if Antonelli was able to keep that. He had it for a few seconds. It was Maney, Antonelli, Then Hauger, who sealed the deal as Fittipaldi, of course, found the barrier right at the end.
I don't know why, but sometimes I look at Isaac Hadjar and I find him looking really arrogant and intimidating. And then he smiles and you go, what a nice chap. Because he's a nice chap. I mean, it's just he's got that Michael Schumacher thing. Michael could look really stern and intimidating and then look like one of the nicest guys on the planet next. It's fantastic. Here's the drivers in the cool-down room.
Drivers that finished ahead. Let's listen in then to the cool-down room.
Yeah.
Congratulations then.
Oh, and guess who gets it right? Well done, Amy. There's Pinkham. Right, we're not going to see the podium then, unfortunately.
That's up next on Sky Sports F1.
Are they going to cut it? Yeah. Well, what a surprise. Okay, well, it's Isaac Hadjar who wins. My thanks to you, Amy. My thanks to Josh T as well. We'll be back shortly for qualifying. Take a break. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.